I flew home. And you can't take anything in a plane. I was so sorry. The only thing I could take in were flowers. But anyway, Uncle Vic called and alerted me to the seriousness. So I got my ticket, handed Frank 2 little ones, said, see you later. And took off and got into Binghamton. Jan met me and helped me to get a helicopter.
Really?
Helicopter to the hospital.
Oh,
Really?
Where Grandpa does. Grandpa was.
In Honesdale?
Hmm?
In Honesdale?
No? In the Binghamton area.
wow.
I got to the hospital and Aunt Minnie, my dad's sister had come because she and my dad were very close. And so I went into the hospital room where Grandpa was, and he was in so much pain. He was just almost screaming out in pain. And I rubbed his leg and I sang to him and tried to calm him down. And that was the last I saw of him. Because the nurses came in and I think gave him some pain pill, probably.
Was it a cancer he was dealing with?
In his leg. No, he had phlebitis in his lower leg. And it was very painful. And he was, I don't think he even knew I was there. But I was there and I sang and prayed and rubbed his leg, and that was all I could do. And that night he passed away. I was so thankful that I had gotten there in time.
To come all the way from Japan. So far away.
By herself.
Yeah.
That's in the family.
Aunt Sylvia came from Salt Lake City because she and my dad were buddies. Had always been close. And of course Aunt Jan. So
And Isla came from California?
And Isla came from California. Thank you, sis, for remembering. Yeah. So the next thing was for Mother to plan a funeral. So we had the funeral at Cochran's. There was a big article in the Wayne Independent about all these daughters coming from all over, from Japan, from Salt Lake City, from wherever. It was wonderful to be together, but it was such a sad time for all of us. The Lord helped us. We got through it. And then I got back to Nagoya, is where we lived.
Remember that house? Oh, I just love that house. My memories of that house.
And I had brought Dad a special gift. It was a sandwich that it was a sandwich made of
pastrami.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh. You imported some
Pastrami sandwich was our favorite when we lived in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So we went, I gave it to him, and we went into the bathroom, and he ate it in the bathroom. So that
At the airport?
No, at
Because you had company or something, or 'cause
did we have a house kiss? Probably we had a house kiss.
That is so funny.
Anyway, I can still see him eating in the bathroom because it was just one sandwich, and there was too many people to share it with if I went outside the bathroom. Oh. And then Grandpa had tried to order a turkey while I was gone.
Oh, for
But in Japan at that time, they had no idea what a turkey was. And it was either the day before or 2 days before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So he ordered one, which was a real imposition, you might say, on the Japanese to order a turkey, delivered it, and for some reason or other, Dad didn't like it and sent it back.
Oh.
I don't know what they did with
still
it.
had the feathers on it.
Could well be.
Hmm.
Anyway, then they brought another one. And so in Japan, in Nagoya, no less, which is south of Tokyo,
Mm-hmm.
we had Thanksgiving with turkey.
Hmm.
And that was very memorable.
Dad's favorite meal, too.
Yeah. And rice. No mashed potatoes, rice.
Well, those are real primitive days, right? Because they were still recovering from the war. It was pretty primitive in Japan compared to today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this was when you were probably 3 years of age. 3 or 4 years of age. And that was a little bit ago. But
Okay.
I don't think that house guest ever forgot her trip to Japan when she had to sleep with a wet baby.
Marilyn and her wet diaper. Was that all the same visit? No, maybe different.
Same visit? No, because that was in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
The first years in Tokyo, and then we went to Nagoya after.
Mm-hmm. So it was.
After a couple of years in Tokyo, language study.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And our landlord had a beautiful big house in the front. And when we had a lovely house in the back. Do you remember that?
Not particularly.
Oh.
I remember the house, but I don't remember the layout of the property.
And their little girl was the same age as Doug. About 3 or 4 years of age. So you used to play together.
Do we have some pictures of that? There's, I think, I guess the pictures we saw in Greenwood, a lot of them were at the lake rather than in Nagoya, so probably different playmates.
Yeah, those are the very first early years. There's some good home movies of that too.
Oh, yeah.
Your dad made videos, the DVDs out of.
I have not seen those.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah,
those.
he
That
did
would
a
be
good
great.
job with that. Transferring Grandpa's
Mm-hmm.
movies, home movies to video.
Mm-hmm.